centipede it should be. Dodging millions like the rubber balls they throw with PE. Say the cradle is the case, she wanna put me to sleep. But if I wake up and leave, where we destined to be? You say the bitch raised me and she fed me alive. She watched me grow to take advantage, either slave or I die. Give them the choice and she can ride. So I go left, I hate the shit out of Karima, but I love her to death. Land of the free, but I ain't free as can be. Because the black but then
Yo, peace. This thing, right? Yeah. It's more like it. Welcome to the first kickback with Vic. No camera edition. Yeah. I'm looking at you through the camera right now, but don't y'all be scared to come up here. Just turn your camera off, man. We just gonna kick it for a little while. So guess what? I'm gonna be the first. 100% advertised tonight. You with it? I'm gonna drop the link in about 2 more seconds, and we can go ahead and get it on. We're gonna be running. We're gonna be running for about 2 hours. So if you got it up in you, come kick it with the team. All we gonna do is talk about nothing but that real. All right. So just give us a couple minutes to get organized, and we're gonna get these first topics laid out for you. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play some of these clips that we're gonna be dropping tonight, and y'all tell me if y'all wanna talk about this or something else. This is a free discussion, so there's no formalities. All we're gonna do is just have a candid conversation, just like you kick it for a little while. Y'all post up, purge with your favorite glass of wine. I'm gonna be doing my thing with this here Coors Light, and we'll go from there. First thing I want to do, let's get this StreamYard link up for you guys. Let me get this StreamYard link up for you guys. Just like that. It's on. So if you're sitting on the sidelines, it's your fault. Yo, peace to the whole team. Peace to Embrace the Grace. My brother Smitty's Corner. My sister Evolution. Of course, you gotta salute Mothership, Knowledge and Relationships. My brother Intellectual Soapbox. Okay, everybody already knows. Mr. Best in the World 84. And peace to Von Eric. He's in charge of a lot of our music production. So we're gonna get this thing cracking. Oh, don't be scared now. This Vic up here. It's Vic up here. Y'all come on up here and tell me how it's supposed to go. We're gonna get us some official music, all right? We're gonna get us something we can vibe to. Nah, that ain't him. Let me see if I can get us something that ain't gonna get us demonetized. We're gonna skip the music for now. Fuck that. We're going with Duck, son. Say less, brother. I'm on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of these clips up here and just let y'all get a taste of what we're gonna be talking about tonight.
I know what's up with me. I know I ain't no hoe, but my heart won't even let me do no kind of shit nobody. These niggas I want to touch to this day. I know I still ain't gonna touch you. God gonna handle them folk. If I harm you, God gonna punish me for harming you.
I can respect
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have. On your day-to-day speaking to all the other women, trust, I know, you're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real respect. I can't let you, like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through
I'm
was...
just saying, though, you tried, though, darling.
No, I
you feel me?
didn't.
So I want you to know, like, I'm really from struggle. I speak
great.
a certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's
That's
degree.
fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood niggas in general.
wasn't throwing shade
I
on you,
speak with a
love.
little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm
turned on by somebody.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
You
gonna.
know what I'm saying?
I don't bite that one, man, because I see a lot
Nah,
of people that make
I'm
posts.
just saying. I'm just saying.
with a book.
At the end of the day, like the shit. I can't blame men for the way that women are changing. They want to do what they want to do. They're competing with women. If they ask us what we like, go around and ask dudes. Do you prefer a BBL or a natural body? Most niggas are gonna say a natural body. Are they gonna listen to that? No, the fuck they
did
not.
that. They did that.
All right, we got one more.
Some people can see farther than others. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning says it can't or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can't be done. So their reasoning, their knowledge, and their logic, it clashes with their mentality, which is down here and I'm up there. So by me being so high, I can see more and see farther than you. And you're looking up at me saying, Ali, don't do it. Ali, please stop, man, it hurts. But I'm just...
So this is where we at with it. If there's something you want to talk about, come on, post that. Let me hear what you got to say about it. Like, we got the StreamYard link up. Look at that. Comment. Oh, okay. I see what we got. So, what we'll do, put that up. Okay. So the StreamYard link is going to be posted at the top. And we got a few different subjects we want to talk about. So I ain't going to talk to myself. I'll wait for somebody to come up here. Till then, Vic just going to be kicking back. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get some music going. Play something new for y'all. Something new and true.
Well, could you tell me who is this beautiful girl? Yeah, she's a hell of a whore. I know you're recording this movie, so let's make a hell of a score.
I wonder if it sounds as trash as it does in my headphones to you.
I'm just trying to get a light contact. I'm really trying to get my life on track. Can a brother get a life contract?
Peace. Much love, Grace. Chocolate. Salute. Sound like Grace in the mix. Grace, you might as well come up here so I have somebody to talk to, kid. I ain't got nobody to talk to right now. Talking to myself is kind of crazy in public. Does anyone else talk to themselves? I like me the most. I'm quite okay with talking to myself. I got a question for y'all. Let's start it up then. Y'all need some controversy to get y'all active. I see that's what's happening. So,
turned on by somebody.
I ain't gonna lie. I
You know what I'm saying?
I don't bite that one, man, because I see a lot
Nah,
of people that make
I'm
posts.
just saying
with a book.
at the end of the day, like the shit, I can't blame men for the way that women are changing. They want to do what they want to do. They're competing with women. If they ask us what we like, go around and ask dudes. Do you prefer a BBL or a natural body? Most niggas are gonna say a natural body. Are they gonna listen? No, the fuck they not.
They did that.
So, question on the floor. At this very moment, what do women think men value? We know what we value. The question is, do the women that we encounter on a daily basis have any idea what's important to us? We have an entire society that has embraced popular culture. But the reality is, what's popular isn't always what's good. Grace said she knows exactly what men value. I can't wait for you to get up here, Grace. Let's talk about it. Is there anybody else who thinks they know what men value? Now, I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but I know the secret. And it's not a universal formula for what men value. It varies from man to man, but there is a common thread, a baseline, if you will, that runs between us all. And that baseline, I'm not going to give it to you for free. I'm going to wait. Ladies, there's something very common that I've noticed. When I talk to women about, okay, I got me a soldier in the building. You know what it is. Peace, Brother Smitty.
Can you hear me? Hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, now I had to turn off YouTube. I'm just setting up the shit. Yeah, I'm right here, Brody. I got you, pimping.
For sure. Yeah, man. I'm having this conversation with myself at the moment, and I'm glad you're here to join me. But
okay, well, let's talk to ourselves together.
Let's do that.
But what's the topic? What you got? My bad.
You all right? Did you see the video I just played?
No, I didn't. If you don't mind.
All right. Let's get it up one more time for the people who just coming in. All right.
Salute to Roz girl. I see you. Thank you so much for coming through, supporting us.
All right, we're gonna play. This is only 30-second clip.
turned on by
All right.
somebody.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
You
gonna.
know
I
what I'm saying?
don't bite that one, man, because I see a lot
Nah,
of people that make
I'm
posts.
just saying. I'm just saying.
with a book.
At the end of the day, like the shit. I can't blame men for the way that women are changing. They want to do what they want to do. They're competing with women. If they ask us what we like, go around and ask dudes. Do you prefer a BBL or a natural body? Most niggas are gonna say a natural body. Are they gonna listen to that? No, the fuck
They
they
did
not.
that. They did that.
Okay. Okay. Did you want to say first, or you ready for me?
So I'm ready for you, but the question on the floor
Mm-hmm.
specifically is, what do women think men value? So since we don't have any females on the panel right at this moment, what do you feel, or what has been expressed to you in your personal experience that you found that women assume that men value that may or may not be true?
Definitely. I would say. Let me see. What is something? Because honestly, I can't say, and I'm gonna carry him up in a minute. I'm just, let me get myself. I was napping. I can't say.
Do your thing. Hey, this is a no cam mandatory stream. So
Nah, I personally have a motto where I like you to see me when I'm speaking, so you know who said it. So my thing is things that. Gosh, let me see something. Ooh, okay, right here. I do believe that women, a lot of times, at least from my personal experience, believe that men value strictly the physical about them over the actual characteristics and personality about them. I do believe that's a little more even kilt nowadays, especially because all of us have come across like a boatload, a whole damn slew of just nothing ass people. Folks that claim they this, they say they that, they come off with this kind of facade, and they're just really the most basic, shallow. There's really nothing major going on over there, nothing to really be impressed about. And I do believe that that's taken place because a lot of people truly have the wrong headspace of thinking that something that we truly value more than anything else. And I personally disagree. I digress. My mic is muted. Love that vest, sir.
appreciate that, G. So the way that people discuss these YouTube talking points, sometimes it offends me and simplifies men to a degree that I don't like, and it makes it seem like shallow monsters without a soul who are just led by a penis. And there are some of us who fit that description. However, I don't believe that is the majority at all. Me personally, what places, this is what I'll ask. Where are you willing to sacrifice? Me personally, looks, as I age, looks are becoming lower and lower and lower on the totem pole, even though it was the precursor all the way up until almost this point. Now, I don't want a woman who.
That's so basic. I'll let you finish, and I got you immediately on that answer.
I have a thing is like, I don't want it to be a fight for me to be faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Because the majority of the women that I pass through on my daily basis just outshine you physically by so much that it's now I have to soul search every day. So there is a standard of beauty that I think every man would prefer. But where would you sacrifice? What would you give up for a trait that was more important to you?
Well, first and foremost, let's go ahead and make sure that we make it clear to everyone listening. Me and you both know, Brother Vic, that the number one thing that a man will take over anything else is respect. Respect
who
me. That is simple. Forget your love. Forget how nice you are. Forget all of that other stuff. Respect me, and I swear on life, we can go so far together. Um, So I would say respect would be that. Definitely, I want to say briefly, I totally agree with you with the narratives that's pushed. Like, for example, like how we will always say, yeah, like men, what's in us just have sex and, fuck everything. And because we're supposed to spread our seed. And I just be sitting here like, you fucking retarded caveman, bro. Why are you saying that? But then we'll turn around and try to tell the women to not view us a certain way. Don't look at us as shallow. Oh, nah. But you telling everybody all the time we supposed to go around and if it's open, slide in. And I'm just like, bro, what about the dudes like myself who got discipline? What about guys like myself who have turned down pretty nice looking women? Why? Because the headspace wasn't right. Yes, she looked good. Yes, she could have got the D. But guess what? Just like a woman does to us, hey, girl, he looked good. Okay, all right, well, he's coming this way. Let's see. And then he said something wild like, what's going on, blue jeans? And now she's turned off. She's like, damn, the nigga look good. Why did you do that? You just dried it up. And same thing. You just took this nice oak tree to a gummy bear because your headspace is all the way wrong. And I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
I can dig it. So
hold it down for a second, Vic. I'm about to come up with you. I'm just gonna run to the closet. I'll be right back. Go ahead. I'm right here though.
All right. Well, the brother Smitty just dropped. I don't know that it's a secret, but I don't think it is widely known as it should be. Respect is a non-negotiable in every man. I mean, beta, alpha, whatever you want to call them. Respect is paramount. And that is one quality that I would not trade for any physical attribute. I'll jump out the bag and say another one.
If it was that skimp real quick, Vic, yes, I'm saying it and I stand on it. I will take Precious if she is pleasant and cooperates over a Rihanna that is just fucking nasty any damn day. Yes, I said it, my nigga. Anybody want to lock antlers with this buck? We ready. Rock out.
I didn't want it to happen this early, Smitty. I didn't want it to happen this early. But you telling me right now, you taking a respectful Precious over a toxic Rihanna? In reality, are we that evolved? Now I can go along with you.
Have you shed the baby skin fur on your antlers yet? Are you ready, young buck? You ready? I can break it all the way down. Very easy.
Keep on with it.
Okay. So now let me ask you a question, sir. Which is more important to you? A nut? I'm not even going to say sex in its entirety. I'm just going to say, because what it comes down to, everything we're doing comes down to that about what's that, about 7 Mississippis and you're done. Nap time. Get off me. Now, this is where I'm at, bro. When it comes to that, let me ask you, which is more important, the orgasm or your peace of mind? So let's start there to see where I go with it first.
Peace of mind.
Okay, all right. Which is more important to you, a woman that looks good next to you in the passenger seat when y'all pull up to the light in the summertime, windows down, music bumping, or a chick that, honestly, bro, you ain't got that much to brag about when it comes to her, but every day you step in that door, it's bliss. Which do you pick, Vic?
Me now, I need that peace. But the younger
I
version
digress.
of
My
me,
mic is muted, sir. So when I say I would come home with that pressure, mark my words, bro. Looks are very important. I'm very thankful that my lady is a very much so attractive woman. My whole thing is, let me see who this is. Who's that? Vic? Boom. Okay. All right. What's going on, girl? So my thing is, I'm sorry, brother. As much heartache, drama, loud noises, disturbance. Why are you bothering me? No, I don't like my soup this way. All this shit I've gone through. Finally, I have peace in my life. When I tell you, bruh, besides my child and my parents, maybe, I would say honestly, dog, that's the one thing truly that's an inanimate object that I would die for. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Yo, ladies, are y'all hearing this man?
No,
He is
because I
not the
just
only
got
one
up
that
here.
feels this way.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Peace
Can
to
you hear
my
me
sister
okay?
Chocolate. I can hear you just fine, sister. What do you have to say on the topic?
Well, I was getting up on the StreamYard, so I missed some of it. But I did want to say that an orgasm can bring you peace of mind if you do it right. That's all I'm just saying.
Said 2 for 1, Smitty.
And no,
There you
no, no.
go.
Watch this. The antler. Good. We done shared our skin. Now, chocolate. I want to ask you
Yes.
how often, my sister, do you hear women complaining about either never having an orgasm ever, or they can't remember the last time they had one? Rock out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, very true. I have been in those conversations. Several of my friends have divulged that to
So when it
me.
comes to the orgasm, if you know that's a hit or miss, but you know, guaranteed, oh, ugly ass Earl is positively guaranteed to give you peace and bliss. Things are taken care of. You really don't want for nothing. You don't. You probably just want a better looking man, but you don't want for shit. Rock out.
I mean, I guess if our society stopped comparing sex to weighing it against having a solid relationship, those two things don't weigh in the same box. I don't care about Earl, what he look like, what he don't look like. If he got a shitty personality, I don't give a shit about what I don't want for, unless I'm unable to get it myself. Because to me, it's like I want to be able to be in the house with you, and I don't want to hate you, or you don't like my friends, you don't like how I do certain things, you don't like how I dress, you always got a complaint. See, those are the relationships people will get into for what you said, Smitty, which is the bills are paid, the house is paid off, y'all got 2 cars, the kids can go to college. To me, my peace of mind is way more worth any of that, because those things aren't ever going to stop. There's always going to be a constant. People going to get married, people going to have kids. That is always going to be a constant. So since I'm the writer of my story, then I choose to have peace.
So,
I don't
chocolate. Let
I
me
don't
ask
want
you
it
this real quick.
for that.
I want you to keep
Sure.
going. Love, what exactly when you say the piece for you, and when you speak about that, just like, let's give me the top three, like, to nutshell it, like give me some examples of what that consists of. What does it look like?
Peace for me is trusting who I'm with, being around people who I know that they have my best interest and I have theirs. Um, Not walking on eggshells, not feeling like I have to prove myself all the time to prove I love you or prove that you're happy, or all of those different things that if you haven't taken care of them before we got together, then I can't. So peace of mind for me is I don't want that stress. It's just unwanted. It doesn't have to be. We can be cool. We can have fun. We can be friends. We can have a good time. There's no, what's the word I should say? There is no law that says my marriage or my relationship has to be this very strict, by the book. This is the only way. We can't laugh. We can't have fun. We can't do this. We can't do that. Like that to me is crazy. So that's my
That sounds
interpretation of
like a
peace.
stick in the mud and or fuddy duddy. Rock out.
Well, a lot of men can be that way though. I mean, a lot of men can be that way. I mean, I can bring to the table the experience of dating men, because dating men and you hanging out around with your boys, those are totally different situation. I have male friends, but that doesn't mean I know what all men are thinking, right? I've been with men, I've been in relationships, I've been engaged, I've lived with one. So like it's not where I'm coming from. Oh, I only had like relate one guy. Nah, I got real experience because I dated. Because I feel like if I want to be with a man, don't I need to study and learn what this other species is about? So yeah, for me it is. It's very different in that regard. I don't see a man as a meal ticket or someone to make sure all my needs are met. You're a human being just like me. I'm just looking for a mate to walk through life with.
Chocolate,
Yep.
I appreciate your candor.
Of course.
However, the question on the
Okay.
floor is on the screen.
Well,
So
he asked me a different question. Wait
I
a
no,
minute.
no. I'm not getting on you or anything. I'm
Yeah,
just
nah, I
All right.
apologize. Nah, this is Vic's moment. This is this. So I would like to respond to this one piece, and then Vic, reiterate your question, Chocolate, and I'm getting ready to be with y'all in a moment. I got to run to the restroom. All right, so look, Chocolate, I'm gonna just say this, love. As a
Yes.
guy who, I ain't trying to toot my horn or nothing, toot, 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 but look, I'm just saying, as a dude who I know I'm attractive. My mother's gorgeous, and my father is a very handsome man. So I'm the combination of those two. So what I'm saying is, as a guy who definitely is gotten his fair share of compliments from the opposite sex, and I've also gone places and I've been next to my buddy who brought me along as the wingman because he knows that they're attracted to me more than him. I see how y'all treat dudes that you don't find so physically adorable or likable.
Right.
Dudes that you're not physically attracted to, I am being honest with you. Chocolate, y'all are
Yeah.
not so pleasant and nice. I can be cute as I don't know what. I can be handsome, chocolate, sexy, drop all that shit. I could say something that was John like out of the way. Y'all let that shit slide. Let that motherfucker say something to you that was nice. You'll call it harassment. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, I'm not going to blanket it that way because that's not what's going on. If a guy doesn't look a certain type of way and his personality outweighs that, women will look surpassed. And I know this for a true fact. Yes. There are women out here. There's just like it's men out there, it's women out here who we are not all looking for the brother that think he too cute or whatever. We're looking for more than that. We're looking more than your wallet and your dick. And I think that is surprising to some of y'all. Like, we don't care about that. Can I have a conversation with you? Can we talk about...
At what age would you say as a woman that crossover happened? I could say for men, it starts in your 30s, depending on who you are is when it happens. But
that's what I mean. I would agree with you on that, Vic, that it's when everybody has a lane. No, the universal is that we know we all need water to live. We know we need the sun. We know that having sex with each other can make a child. Those things are universal. But when it comes down to what you desire as a person, as your mate, there's going to be nuances to that. If men like women, right? So we're just talking about American society. Men like looking at pretty women. Why do we know this? Because that is who is in front. It ain't ugly women. It ain't women that do not fit a certain mold. It is men deciding who is that, and women will then start to assimilate to it, just like men will start to assimilate if women are into muscles and all that kind of stuff, and that is what your perspective of, you are going to either say, fuck that, I'm gonna find somebody that like me for me, or you're gonna assimilate. And that's all that's happening. No one is better than the other in the table of relationships. Men aren't better, women aren't better. We have shitty folks, just like y'all got shitty folks. And to what Smitty said, come on now, ugly women don't get a pass. Come on now. I can prove that right here in the YouTube circle. I can tell the type of women that get away with saying some real crazy shit to y'all in comparison to a woman who might be heavier or she might not be as attractive in that manner. And things are said in a negative light about her because of what she's saying, because of how she looks.
You got some dudes that'll go out the way.
Yeah, of course.
You got dudes that'll go out the way. Yeah. See, thing is though, the difference is you can literally in real life physically hit me in public. If I up and bust you smooth in your jaw, I will be looked at as the most terrible thing that's ever. It's the truth. I'm
Can
not
I
saying
just
nothing
say
wrong. You
this?
tell there's a lot. Hold on now.
Why?
Now, hold on. Wait. Let me just finish. I'm gonna give it to you. And on the panels, women can basically, let's say, cyber smack a nigga and say anything out their mouth the very second I start really actually not like on some play shit, but I'm going back and forth with you for real, calling you all kind of bees and stuff. Now I'm looked at as the nigga who argues with women.
Well, isn't that what you're doing? You're arguing with a woman. Then yeah, that would be what you're doing. Like, I
Hey
don't
man,
get.
hey,
Okay.
the
All right. So
gaslight, the gaslight is
Hold on,
So let me throw this in.
real quick, if you don't mind. No, so if you don't
Go
mind, I
ahead,
want to respond to
You
what you
got it,
just
sis. You
said.
got it. You got it. You got it.
Because you're saying, why is it always the
Look at God. Look at God.
okay.
All right.
Won't he do
So,
it?
like I was getting ready to say real quick, she'll be back. I got her. The thing is, chocolate. I know you probably listening, boo boo. Like for example, I peep things. I'm too sharp. You don't get past me with the slick stuff. Like men who think they're too cute. No, I don't think I'm too cute. I'm repeating what you all have been saying to me. I was like 13. Rock out.
Hey, my boy shining on him. Hey, if you repeat it, does it hold the same weight? I'll say this. This is a good conversation. I think it's been had in a lot of different ways. But what I want to focus on in particular in this conversation is the men's view on this situation, which is I want to hear from the women. Do they actually understand the hierarchy? They might have an idea of what we find important, but they don't understand the hierarchy and what we will put over something else, where they may think that we wouldn't make those sacrifices. And I don't feel like it's settling. Women use the word settling sometimes, and I find it a little bit offensive to whoever the person you're in that relationship with, because you would never say that directly to them. But if you feel that way, is it not the same? I never feel like I'm settling. I feel like I've made sacrifices, and and in places that make sense for what I'm willing to move out of my way to accomplish my goal. So if I like fat asses, but she's got big tits and a small ass, I'll make that sacrifice if it comes with respect. I'll make that sacrifice. I'll switch up. I might be a breast man all of a sudden. I can retrain aspects of myself and learn to appreciate you because I see you differently. That respect as a dream lens on. You know how you say looking at someone through rose-colored glasses? For a woman,
I have heard that. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same way that you look at a woman at 9 o'clock in a bar versus you look at one at 2 o'clock in a bar. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that time is a parallel between your life and the amount of time that you have left. I think people are getting towards the end of the night and they're starting to get desperate. And their options is thinning out, and some of them poor options is looking not so bad anymore. So the question was, were they ever that bad, or are your standards really something that are subject to move around based on what you feel you have available to you or how much time you have left? So the question goes back to you, Sister Chocolate. I don't want to take the floor from you. What do you think based on the men that you have encountered, your male friends, your family, and the men that you've dated, what do you think men really value in a woman?
Power. They value power, sex, money, and they value their time.
Did you hear the question?
I heard the question. You didn't hear my answer?
So you think men value power, money, and what else? Time?
Sex and time. Yes.
Power, money, sex, and time.
Yep.
Can you explain the power aspect?
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to feel like you have control of your life, right? You want to have a say-so in your relationship. You want to be the leader, the alpha, whatever it's called. You want to be the provider. You want to be the protector. You want to do all these things. That requires power. You gotta be protected.
Salute to Raw B.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just a part of it. Just your life wanting to be, have that kind of control in your life. And so to me, I feel like not a lot of men, that is control. And see, now all these words have become so interchangeable, which words are. So it means something different. Like submission to one woman can mean something totally different to another. And
so when you say power, you're speaking of submission, because power is something that a man has without the woman. He has more power without his woman. So
well, then why y'all?
So you're saying submission? Are you using submission interchangeably with power or control?
No, because submission is power. What else is it?
But wait a minute.
You're being submissive to. Yes.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You got it. It's a conversation. I'm not offended if you jump in.
I just wanted to say, like, all right, so the first thing, I mean, just going back to what I was saying, was over everything is respect. Now, I want us to think about it. If I have respect, I subsequently, by default, automatically get power. May not be all the power in the world, but with respect comes everything that you can think of a man wants. If that man wants respect, he'll get the loyalty. If he wants respect, he'll have some power. If he wants respect, then he will get the backing, the following, all of these things. Anything that you can think of that a man would find valuable comes, and it falls under the umbrella of respect, including power.
And men will only respect each other depending on the level of power and their status in life. And we know that this is true as well.
Actually, no, most men, no.
That's
can
not
I ask
true, Smitty, because men do look up to other men.
But I'm the one with the penis. Do you have a dick?
What does that
Can I
have to
speak
do
for
with
the
anything?
Because you're trying to tell me something's not true about a man, and I am one. And this is the biggest problem with our sisters.
That's not what I said, Smitty. If you'd have let me finish, what I was saying
All right,
was,
what did you say? What did you say, Doctor?
Men do look up to other men, do they not?
Yes, but not the reason why you said because of power. Men look up to other men because of the reputation that they see they have in the community. They want to follow the man that they see everybody wants to listen to and find value in. It's your reputation more than anything. Rock out.
Which equates to power.
Which falls under the same umbrella as respect. So both of those are on the same branch of the same tree.
Well, actually, no, they're not. But okay, I'm not arguing the point. What I'm saying is that men look up to other men for certain things. Like, why are we going to play this game like that's not the truth? Okay, let's use Donald Trump, for example.
But I never said it's not true. I agree. I'm just telling you what's the main thing that we look at with other men. We look at that man's reputation. How do other people view you?
But how do you know? You don't know someone's reputation the minute that you meet them.
You know what? You're right. I ain't been only a man, but for 41 years, I've only had nothing but a
That's
man.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're
It's not
right.
a
I think I should.
question.
I'm just saying,
It's n-
Chocolate. If you were saying something about women and pregnancy or whatever it may be, menstrual cycles or menopause, and I just bust them like, no, Chocolate, that's not what it is.
well, men do.
Please tell
Well,
me
men
what
do
you
that.
and most women would look at me like.
I got you, Smitty.
I'm not
But
them
here's the
niggas,
thing:
and I
there
don't
are.
claim them, and I say it every day.
Hold
I say
on.
I don't claim them
I
niggas.
I'm not talking about anybody else, but what is on the mainstream. I'm not just talking about my experiences in dating or having men in my life. I'm also talking about I've traveled, I've gotten the opportunity to be around other types of men, from the poorest of the poor to the richest of the rich. Like, I've had that opportunity. So what I'm saying to you is, as a woman who has dated men, I still have the right to speak on men in a certain fashion. I'm not saying I know every man. I'm not saying I know what all men think. I am just giving
Chocolate.
you, based on what you said, my interpretation of what it has been. That's it. Like, it's not
No
a
problem.
it's not a fight. Like, there are male
It's
gynecologists. There are men who know women's bodies inside and out better than I ever will. But that would be like me saying a man can't be a gynecologist because he's not a woman. That's
no.
not the case. I've studied.
Hang on for a second. Hang on for a second. Let's get back on.
Like,
Hang on. Everybody pause for a second. Let's get back on the rail.
Go ahead.
Because that's not what the conversation is about. And I don't want it to get derailed. Chocolate.
No problem.
So
You got it, Vic.
The question is, what do men really value in a woman? So I think this is an opportunity, not so much to declare, but to ask more questions, and for men to express themselves in this moment, and replace the myth with truth. So it would be your opinion that even though you know men and you have male friends and you've dated men, that you don't have necessarily the knowledge of what most men would necessarily want. You just know,
Well, no.
you know,
Watch this, Vic. Watch this, Vic.
Yeah.
I'm the white guy with a black wife who's trying to tell you about black struggle, and I say, well, my wife is black. I go to their cookouts. Bruh, please stop. I'm in the actual physical flesh.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that I have less knowledge, or I'm not allowed to speak on men because I'm not a man when I dated?
I love the gaslight. Listen, as a chef, I love the grill. I love a good barbecue.
Okay.
Listen to me, love. No one
Wow,
ever
Smitty,
said
okay.
you can't watch. It's very simple. Watch how I did this fire. No one ever said you can't speak on it. If you couldn't speak on it, I wouldn't have pulled you up on the panel. I pulled you up because I want to hear what you got to say, me and Vic and everybody else here. What I'm saying to you is speak your opinion. Speak your opinion. But when a man himself tells you whether that's accurate, not half truth, maybe both can be true at the same time, don't try to override me and say that's not true. And it's not near one dick you ever, and not near one day you ever had a penis between your leg unless it was being inserted. I actually walk with this thing. I actually know what it's like to see through the vision of a man. So why don't you not, instead of arguing, if I'm saying something as a solid, thorough dude, like, you know, I don't know everything, but if I take time to speak up on something, I promise you I've thoroughly examined it. I digress. My mic is muted. Sweatbread, what's going on, brother? Rock out, Chocolate.
But that goes to exactly what I said. You know women, don't you? You've spoken on women many times.
Watch this, and I say it. Hold on. Hold on. No. Bump that. No. I have to stop you on that. You heard me say that, yes, but I always say I listen to women when they speak about themselves. I never try to tell a woman about her. I say it all the time. I know so much about women because when women speak about themselves, I listen. I shut the fuck up and listen.
So this is what I want to do. First of all, Chocolate, I got a handful of questions to ask you as the lady on the panel. I want to salute my brother Sweatbread. I believe that's how you say your name, brother. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, after we talk with the sister for just a half a second, I'm gonna pass it right to you right afterwards. and then I want to hear what you have to say on the subject. But these are the questions I have for you, Chaka, because it seems like we're getting caught up in the weeds, and we haven't necessarily got to the meat just yet.
Yes, and I don't. Yeah, I'm completely fine with that.
I'm redirecting. Let's get specific. Now, I'm gonna play this one more time so everybody is clear on the subject matter, so we don't go too far off.
I don't bite that one, man, because I see a lot of people that make posts.
I'm just saying. At the end of the day, like the shit, I can't blame men for the way that women are changing. They want to do what they want to do. They're competing with women. If they ask us what we like, go around and ask dudes. Do you prefer a BBL or a natural body? Most niggas are gonna say a natural body. Are they gonna listen to that? No, the fuck they not.
They did that.
So I'm gonna start this, and we can go around. Matter of fact, we'll start with you, brother Sweatbread. Do men value BBLs, lace fronts, makeup, contacts, red bottoms, Michael Kors bags? Do we care about any of those things? And speak for yourself and the men that you know.
No.
So would you say that's a consensus, or is that just how you feel?
It's just basically I've been around there all my life. I've seen it. It's not for me. It's just like someone go to church. You get them a hug. You know how that stuff makeup just smear on your white shirt. It's just no. I just need something natural. Like I came in, I woke up, natural. You should do the same thing too. I accept you for who you are. But no, everything's natural to me. No, I was born this way. You should be natural as well.
So would you, if you had an option between a B minus, let's say this, would you say what's your favorite attribute on a woman physically?
Attribute, that's a good question. It's to me, I'm okay. My thing is, it's your mind.
Physically.
It's all about your mind.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out. We men first. Before
no. Well, but you understand. I'm from different. I'm in a different hood. I'm in a different set. I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you treat me. So in your personality.
You don't know that until you talk to her.
True. That is true.
Just being honest. Hang on. This is a conversation based in integrity. So they're not gonna value what we say unless we say it straight. Now, if you meet a woman and you talking to her in the line at the grocery store, that's a matter of convenience or opportunity. But if you're on the hunt and you put on your Sunday's best and you're out there and you're looking, what are the physical attributes? Because you don't get to know a person's mind until you have a conversation. But how are you selecting the people you have conversations with?
Can I switch it up different? Can I go left? Okay. Can I do you one better?
Hold on, wait. Sweatbread. Everybody, real quick. Yeah, I know. She's asleep. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Pull it down. She wake up. We got her. I knew I heard snoring. Go ahead.
I'm not asleep. I was in the middle of a call.
You weren't asleep. You weren't asleep.
No, I don't sleep at night. I have horrible insomnia. I'm usually up.
Okay. So. It's up and it's stuck, boy. Okay. Let's go.
All right.
And I apologize. I had a call right in the middle.
Who was that sounding like Darth Vader?
Is it me?
No. You're talking. I ain't gonna lie. That's why, because he was talking and I'm hearing it. You weren't, so I'm thinking like, is she sleeping? Because it is late. I'm like, did she fall asleep? But okay, go ahead. You good.
Okay, you go ahead and answer the question, Sweatbread.
Yeah.
I get one. Man, what's your name?
Vic.
Okay, what's the woman's name?
This is
Chocolate. You can just call
Chocolate. Okay. Let's say like this. Like I'm a regular guy. I go through this all the time. I'm a nice guy. Okay. I see Chocolate at the bar, right? I say, yo, Chocolate, what's going on? Can I get you a drink? No, get out of my way. I don't. No, she'll turn me down. I'll be like, why? You know, I'm a nice guy. It doesn't matter if you're a nice guy. If I'm not a sweet talker, you know, I don't got that swag, of course you're not going to talk to me. Okay,
Wait.
hour, 2 hour, two. This is my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm giving you exact, you know,
Okay,
analogy.
well, I'll mute up until there's a question. Go ahead.
I'm giving you an analogy. Okay, 2-3 hours later, she got a little like 6 drinks in her. Okay, now you know she may be looking some kind of different. I'll come up to approach her, but then again, you got this Chad, you know, look nice, you know, look better, you know, everything, you know, cuter than me. But you know, here I am, you know, maybe I get a chance because she's drunk. But the whole thing is, she'll choose somebody better, and plus you let him, you know, hit because he's attractive. And here I am, this nice guy, you know, just trying to serenade her, but you know, I don't have that 50-50 chance. More like I got a 20 or 10% chance. But you let this other guy hit, you know, and you barely didn't even know him, but you put me like I got to go through all kind of fences, all kind of security, you know. I thought the brothers, you know, would have at least a shot, but no, you get a Chad or somebody else better looking, a good option to hit before I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying, because I am that guy. I am that nice person. It's like I got to go through all these hoops just to get with you. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I mean.
Chocolate, why won't you get swept, Brother Champ?
I didn't know he was trying to hit on me. And what did he say to me?
It was analogy. It was analogy though.
Was his eyes crossed? Did he do he got all his teeth?
Okay, basically no. Basically I come in with a hoodie, you know, it's cold. You know, are you from New York?
No, but I know I'm from the Midwest. I'm a Midwest girl.
Okay, you're a Midwest girl. Okay, I'm coming in with a hoodie, you know, hat, you know. I don't have that you know, blue collar suit. I'm just a normal guy. I'm just an average guy. Average day young looking guy. And plus I'm in my 25s.
Okay.
And so I come to you, you know, to say, hey, you know, I'm from the streets. Hey, what's up? You know, how are you? You know, can I talk to you?
And I'd be like, yeah, sit down. What you want to talk to me about? Sit down. Let's talk. See, that's the thing. I don't look at y'all like that. I look at you guys as, let me hear what your conversation is about. Because if you can fuck my mind, then maybe I'll let you have my body. But that's because those are my standards. You know, I can't speak for every woman.
Flag on the play. Are you saying that everybody who wants to interview gets an interview?
Everybody who has tried to interview with me, I've let them interview. And
so anybody can fill out an application and you're going to see them, even if you don't give them the job.
Hey, ain't that the way it go? Fill it out. If you fit, hey, listen, I don't know who you are until you open your mouth and show me actions. I'm not going to assume who you are, and what you do in a bar while we drinking and you come in out of nowhere. I'm sitting there drinking, you come and speak to me. Come speak to me.
What if I'm a big boy? I'm a big boy. What about for my big boy?
Oh, I've had them all, sir. I've had them short, tall, big, small. I like men. Okay, that's just it. Whatever your package that you come in, if I'm attracted to you, it doesn't matter. That's me. And I know that sometimes I understand that may be hard to believe. No, I'm not an anomaly. Okay, because I know women who are like this. Because we've had the conversations. I've dated nerds. I've dated thugs. I've dated criminals. Shit, my ex he did 10 years for manslaughter. Like, it's who you are as a person. And I don't know that until I talk to you.
Based on that, that's going to move us into our second clip. I want your honest opinion about this.
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary, which you don't have. On your day-to-day speaking to all the other women, trust, I know, you're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real respect. I can't let you, like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through was.
I'm just saying though, you tried though, darling.
No, I
you feel me?
didn't.
So I want you to know, like, I'm really from struggle. I speak a certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's degree.
Fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood niggas in general.
I wasn't throwing shade on you,
speak
love.
with a little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's fine.
We can move forward. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and go to our.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, God. I
Wow.
thought the weird nigga with the Freddy Krueger mask was on the panel with us. I'm about to say, who left this nigga? All right.
You thought that
so-
was that?
Yeah, I thought that was somebody in the middle of me and Vic. I'm
in
about
the
to say,
middle.
who was this nigga?
Yes, for a hot second, I was there. I was like, wait a minute, nah, that's the clip. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
So
You had a question for me.
So the question is now this. You said anybody can be seen for an interview. Doesn't mean you're getting a job, but you'll entertain it. How important is a man's diction, and has anyone the way a man speaks, his grammar, has that ever deterred you from dating or respecting or seeing a man in a certain way?
I've never encountered where I felt like I didn't understand what he was saying and he didn't understand what I was saying. And if he has a different, we all do. Like in the Midwest, people talk a certain way. In the South, people talk a certain way. You know what I mean? So that's not a problem. It depends. It's what he's saying. It has nothing to do with how he talks. It's what is he saying with that? Then to me, I felt like he was trying to prove a lot. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait. You ain't got to tell her all that. You don't owe her that. If you felt like she was disrespecting you, say that. But you don't got to tell her you got a bachelor's degree and all of that. It's unnecessary, you know? And I think sometimes too, tone has a lot to do with it. I find that men will find certain types of tones that come from women either kind of dismissive or condescending, and they don't like that either. I've run into that. But as far as no, I don't care how you talk, as long as we can communicate with each other. I understand what you're saying, you understand what I'm saying, and then there you go.
But you've never tried to judge a man based on, or I mean, not even intentionally, but
of course I'm judging you.
Subconsciously, you say, okay, he's a little rough around the edges, but that's not necessarily a disqualifying factor for you.
No, because I'm rough around the edges. So I have no problem with men that are rough around the edges. But again, rough around the edges is subjective, because he could be just that he work hard and his nails get dirty, not necessarily he from the hood or anything, or maybe he's not. If you're trying to find someone who's more like suited up, fancy, he wear cufflinks tight, and try to put a man who doesn't do that or has no desire to do that to make him do that, I don't think that's cool. It would go the other way. I don't want you telling me that I need to be somebody different to be with you. And I don't think that's fair, woman or man. But I do believe it comes down to knowing who you are. Then you can I can tell you, if that question ever comes up or somebody asks me on the spot, I can tell you who I'm into. I can tell you what I like. I can tell you the traits I look for, the things that turn me on. Like, I can have that conversation. And I think if you can have that conversation with yourself, then you'll be able to hook up with the people that appreciate you. And y'all got it.
I appreciate you, sister. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a second to acknowledge some of our good people in the chat. Appreciate everybody coming out today. Peace to Embrace the Grace. Sister Roz. Peace to Soapbox. Stan Joe, I see you in the back over there, my brother. Come up if you got some time. We like to laugh with you. Peace to the Wife School. Peace to Knowledge and Relationships. You know what it is. And Raw B. My brother Sweatbread up here with us. Mystique. Oh man, we got a lot of Dragonfly Jones cousin. I ain't even know you got out, brother. And my brother Simon Hectic. Serious B just came in the house. Okay, we got a full house in here. I need everybody to hit the like button before we go any further. Like button immediately. Now, good brother, you just came into this room, my friend. What was your name, brother?
Hello there. I was just wondering if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on. I got this one. Hold on. I got this one. Hey, Jimmy. Scottish Jimmy, I remember you. Hey, buddy, I remember you from Brienne's show.
Little friend. By the way, it's my little friend that said, you got this one. I mean, I got you, maybe really. So maybe really, everybody loves you still, and I got you, my brother.
You okay tonight, Jimmy? You ready to talk about the actual topic? I mean, if so, you're more than welcome.
I'm okay, my little friend. And I am getting a little bit intoxicated. And I love everybody. And
we know you are, Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie, you the one nigga got Simon B. So yeah, Jimmy. Let's do this. Vic, ask him a question.
I mean, you can ask me a question if you wish to, within reason. And I hope that question is really reasonable.
No, it's just gonna be about the topic. Ask whatever you want, Vic. It's your show. I'm about to something real quick. See what happens.
For sure. So the young lady was just speaking about, people who she's willing to date. Has anyone ever turned you down? In your opinion, whether they told you that's what it was for or not, have you ever felt like someone turned you down because of the way you speak, Jimmy?
I mean, maybe yes and maybe no. And I'm about to go to bed to my lovely people, and I love everybody. Because maybe we're all human beings at the end of the day, and I'm sorry for being silly. And I'm just in the background listening to you, my little bitches. So sorry saying my bitches. I mean, sorry for being fucking real, you know what I mean? Sorry for being real.
Jimmy.
Real my.
Jimmy, I'm gonna need you to go down to the chat, bro.
Yeah, he be tripping.
Yeah. I didn't bring him up, so I don't know if everybody's being brought up on their own or if somebody's helping me
out. He was far.
No, Jimmy.
I couldn't see him, but
Jimmy.
He be jive tripping. Hey, Simon, let us know when you got company coming over, sir. Thank you. I rock out. Y'all get in there.
Victor, I do you one better, man. I'll be real. I'll be truthful with you on this one.
Go ahead.
Real quick, Sweatbread. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna fuck around and forget. Sweatbread. Bruh, I want to do this for you. If you're down, and I'm dead ass, I'm not joking. I ain't trolling. I'm serious. If you want to one day, I want you to get your best fit. Okay. Stop at the barbershop, get a shape up, or wear a hat. Then what I want you to do is I want you to come up on the show one day. I'm gonna have some free space. And we're going to see if we can get Sweatbread a lady. Because I noticed you use the panel more as kind of a dating app than conversation for the topic. But that's okay. Bruh, get it how you live. I'm just letting you know I got your back and I'm willing to help. So one day, I'm going to try to we're going to have Sweatbread's date night. I would change the name, but hey, that's you. Rock out.
No, man, Sweatbread is because I make money, I make bread. When I'm out here, I'm also sweaty because I want to get no accidents. These people out here drive crazy.
And you gotta turn the camera on. Let me what you talking
about? It's real out here.
I'm not telling you nothing to do. I'm not telling you nothing to do. Sweat. Let me just small quick history, and then Vic rock out. We got other people in the building. Sweatbread. Once upon a time, in the lands of men, name was so important. You go back to Asian culture, African culture, like the name may be something like Dumtumbo, but that means like one of great power or something. Bruh, you ever seen what bread looks like when it's in the sink and it's being washed down with the dishes? Like, I'm just saying. I do believe that we should take a little bit more time to think about these nicknames we give ourselves, because your name is very important. I named my
Okay.
child Phoenix because I believe when she was born, she rose from all of the filth, the dirt, and the ashes of her parents, and she's a clean slate. I chose that name. I didn't just choose a Dashika or some shit. I chose that name. I strategically chose that name for a reason. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, Brody.
Yeah, I get you, man. It was just a lot of people was, I was being funny. I'm not like a charismatic guy. No, man, it's just two ways to do it. Sweat bread is also like, when it's hot and you leave that bed on top of your bread, top of the refrigerator, it becomes sweat. That was one.
That's the point.
And
We're
two,
doing a dating
I
show
know.
for you. I want you to sound appealing.
All right, I understand. My bad. I was just thinking about that. You're right.
You know.
You're right. But you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. I get what you mean. You're right.
You know when that bread be in the back when it's kind of musty, but it ain't molded yet.
Yeah. See, I'm
Yeah,
a funny.
like,
I'm
I
a
wouldn't
funny guy. I
think
do
to
that.
call
Yeah.
you.
That's so
You know, I
silly.
wouldn't think to call you something like fingernail dirt.
Okay.
It's not cool.
All right.
I wouldn't want to call
No.
you Big Booger.
It's a trucker.
Why would
It's a
I want to
trucker
call you
name.
Big
It's a
Booger?
trucker. It's
I
a
don't
trucker
have
name.
anything to
I
say.
get it.
I'm
I get
muting
it.
back up.
But just for that one day, let's even get you something a little more smooth. I'll help you out. Go ahead, Chocolate. Talk to the brother, please.
No, I think it'll be cool. I think we should help each other find people. I think we should. I don't know why that shouldn't be taboo. Like matchmaking goes back, and we talk about the ancestors. They did that. They helped. They assisted in finding, your mate. If that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a wife, we should have something. We don't have no like they have the dating stuff. They started doing that, even before social media, where they knew it was hard to meet people. So they created like these dating sites and things like that. And I think it would benefit us too.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chocolate. All I want to know is
Oh wow,
if niggas is telling you we don't want BBLs,
I don't
weave,
have a
lace front, and
BBL.
I didn't say you got any of
But
these
I
things.
don't. I
I
will
want
say
you to
it to
listen.
you
I want you
this.
to listen in this moment
Okay.
and listen for understanding, and then I want you to respond.
What?
If men are telling women in
Yes.
general, not you specifically, so do not
Oh,
take this
okay.
personally on your chin.
Okay.
If men are telling women in general that as an overarching principle, we are not concerned about how tall your high heels are, what brand your fucking dress is. It can be Fashion Nova or Saks Fifth, and we ain't gonna know or care. At the end of the day, we don't need them big ass butterfly eyelashes. We don't need some shit you scared to take off and you got the Miss Silly up under it. Okay? And at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have to wash their ass at some point. So you gotta take all that shit off. And then now you want that man to look at you with that same desire and see you the same and treat you the same and not lie to you, but you've been lying to him since you met him. So my question to you is if men have said out their own mouth as a majority, not all, that we don't need no BBL. We'll work with you, baby. Get in the gym a little bit. I'll work with you. But
I'm sorry.
at
Go
the end of
ahead.
the day, if we've expressed that we don't want this is what I get. I ain't doing this for you. I ain't put this shit on for you. I do this for me. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I don't feel like myself without this. Yada yada yada. So the question to you is: is the ultimate goal for most of these women is to be in a serious, committed relationship? I get. Then why are they not listening, like Smitty so eloquently said earlier? Why are they not listening to the feedback that they're actually getting from the people that they're seeking, aka their customers? Why aren't they listening to the customers?
Well, I'm sorry. Please don't think I'm not. I don't know how serious I have to be with answering this question. So I don't want to come off as I'm being silly. I just am.
Say what you
I
want
guess
to
I'm
say.
I guess I'm in awe of the fact that you just sat here and said all that stuff that y'all don't want, and that it is okay and that it's enough. I don't believe that. I just don't, because again, like I said, what men say to each other and outside of the earshot of a woman that he is romantically involved with can be a different conversation. I know it is with women, so I know it is with men. When we are being romantic together and you're attracted to me, just like
That don't make
old
sense.
dude
That really
dude
don't make
said
sense.
earlier, excuse me, dude said earlier,
Let
he
her finish,
said,
Simon. We got you next.
shit, that threw me off.
You said dude was saying what?
Dude said earlier.
Yeah, that he just was asking me like the things that he said, if I'm a big guy, right? There is a portion of women who don't like big men. There are women who are mean to the men that they don't find attractive. Yes, I'm aware. But to say that men are saying at a high rate that they don't want their women to look a certain way or be shaped a certain way, I can't go with the high that's I think you're giving it too much, because I don't think men.
We don't want
men who
fake. You
created
like
this
nice
stuff.
asses and nice tits, but if God ain't give
But
it to
who
you
are
or you ain't
we?
work for
But who are we talking about though? Who are you representing? Because
What
when
you
we
mean?
talk about this, I mean, are you representing black men? Are you representing all men? You said the majority, not all. So
Men in
you
general.
are, but there are different types of men. Just like,
There's always going to be outliers. There are different types of
no,
men.
not outliers. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying, as we're all here on this panel, I'll make it real simple. We're all up here on this panel. Can somebody tell me one thing you think we all have in common?
We
black. The fact that we need to be amongst each other.
Just one word. That's all. I'm making it quick so you can have a mic.
Wide nostrils, thick lips.
Hey, right? Now, I'm the only, right. Listen, nobody knows except for who we talking to. So it's like, okay.
That's your presumption.
Sir, everything comes with presumption. Now, whether you're right or wrong is what makes an ass out of you.
No,
That's
it's
it.
what you asked. You said that specifically. You asked a question. It's not about me.
You can have the mic, sir. I can stop talking. All I said was...
I didn't say anything about that. I just said you asked the question right, and I answered. And the fact of the matter is that's where it is. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that's my opinion.
Well, I apologize. Do you mean that we all have in common that we're presumptuous? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my apologies. I heard something totally different. So my apologies.
And you're saying you're not. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yes, of course,
that don't make sense. You just said you were, then you said you were.
No. I'm saying, I'm answering your question. You said, am I saying it or not? I am presumptuous. I am all of those things.
What
all
are
of those
you?
things and above.
You know what you are? Jesus
yes,
Christ.
I am.
Okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do. And so that's all I was talking about.
Are you gonna stand in the square?
Let's get Simon the floor. Simon.
Yes.
You got the floor right now. Go ahead and say what you want to say.
Yeah, I love Baton Rouge chocolate because she's hilarious. But I'm just saying, like, I get where you're coming from, but you gotta stand in your square. You keep like pedaling and helicoptering. Like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like,
talk about what you said. Talk about. Hang on, don't defend yourself, Chocolate. Don't defend yourself, Chocolate. Simon, add anything that you would like to add to the conversation. We've been talking about what do you believe that, put it like this, what do men actually value in women versus what do they believe we value? And then do you think, or do you find it important when you're dating and you're finding someone initially Are you
Yeah.
looking? Are you looking at? Are you attracted to things like BBLs, makeup, contacts, whatever? Do any of those things set you right?
Yeah. So your first question is, I value anecdotally women just being in my life because they bring a different type of dynamic. Like they don't bring a dynamic that men do. Like I don't do stuff like manly people do. So I love a woman that can come in and go, okay, I'm bringing some sort of feminine energy. And I don't really care if like they're sort of counteracting me in my thought processes about how I do this or do that. Like I just love having their presence around and having their energy. That's one. So second is like that's kind of different because that's more so like a preference in terms of like how men are. Like if you are a certain type of man, and if that's what you want to do in your day-to-day life. But I don't really relate to all of that sort of stuff. Like and most men don't relate to me in that sort of type of way. So I hope that sort of makes some sort of sense.
Now, brother Sweatbread, you was preparing to say something. I don't know if you remember what you were going to say. Somebody needed to get something off, but if you want to touch back on what you were getting at, go ahead.
Yeah, since we're a man, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, Chocolate, you're right. You're cool. I respect your presence. You're a nice girl. Now, since she's not here, I would do it because I don't even know. The person I would probably say we asking the wrong woman. The woman I think would probably answer this question is Nola, because when I first met that person, like I said, it's my opinion, my thoughts. I thought.
Do you mean Lola?
Yeah, Lola. Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Be careful
my
what
first
you say.
time. I know.
Dragons
That's what I'm
fly
saying.
at night.
That's what I'm saying. My opinion, my expression. Believe I do not want to trigger her. I did my research, brother. I know. I'm trying to be very careful. And like I said, I don't want no view. I'm not YouTube streams. Like I said, Nola. She's a nice woman. I mean, it's just that. Like I said, it's just me. Okay.
He could be on top of your vehicle right now, like Jeepers Creepers, my nigga. Just be easy.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, like Nola. I never met. I never met her. I talked to her.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Are we? Please don't do it on my account. You're talking about someone else, right?
Relax, everybody, relax.
No, I'm just asking.
Brett, hey, hang on, Brett. Can I trust you not to jump off the side of the bridge and overwhoop? You're not gonna overwhoop, are you? I could trust you to speak, Brett, without saying too much.
Yeah. This is not nothing negative.
All right.
Nothing
All right.
nice. It was
You
just,
got the floor,
I'm
brother.
just giving my opinion. I'm just trying to be, truthful. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they were just messing with you for a second, but yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
But then again, I don't know. I'm getting second thoughts. Maybe I don't want to start nothing.
Nah. Say what you want to say, bro.
Well, no, like I said, I'm a guy, right? Like Nola. Like I said, I never met her before. First time I encountered with her, it was so funny though. It's like I thought it was dude. And I'm like, who is this person? Because I was about to fight. And then I looked at her like, oh, it's a female. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me calm down. When I'm getting my ear up. And so, and then I realized like, oh, snap, this is a woman. It's like a person like that. Taking my ego. Like I said, no, like I said, I have no shade. Like I said, I do not want to push her button. It just people like that, like me with her, is just like that's what my attention. My personality would clash. It's like I said, I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? She's probably more struggling than me. I don't know her. But women like that, you should really talk to because that's one you really we deal with more out here. Like I said, maybe she's a hard, strong, woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know her life. I know
she's not here to defend herself. So
I know. That's why I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Let's generalize it, but I understand what you're saying.
Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to be very careful. I know she's gonna get me here. She'll cuss me out. I'm trying not to.
Yo, listen. She's writing notes right now. She's watching, and she's gonna smoke your ass next time she.
But I didn't say nothing wrong. I did not say nothing. It was all love. Look. If you hear me, hey, look. I got nothing against you. I'm just trying to be saying,
Nigga, you don't know what you said wrong in her book. You don't know what you might have said.
Well, I just said nothing. Like I
Okay.
said, I don't know her. Like I said, it's all love. I'm just saying, give you
What else we got on the menu, Vic? What we got? What we got?
Yeah,
Move on.
we're not gonna be here all night. So the next clip, I think both of these will sum us up. So let's start with this one.
I know what's up with me. I know I ain't no hoe, but my heart won't even let me do no gangster shit nobody. These niggas I want to touch to this day. I know I still ain't gonna touch you. God gonna handle them folk. If I harm you, God gonna punish me for harming you.
Now, I want to go around the panel. We'll start with Simon. We'll come to you, Last Chocolate. What, if anything, keeps you in pocket, on your square, out of physical conflict with other people, be it men, women, or anything? What is the thing that centers you and allows you to overlook the dumb shit and de-escalate?
Experience. Most people don't have experience. I mean, the thing is we seem to sort of lend towards the educational system, like our parents, our friends, and family, and they can't provide us with shit. Like, in terms of, if you're really sort of having a like external thought, you need to like lean towards people that really understand that shit. That's about it.
What was your turning point moment? What experience did you have that was like, you know what, I got to get off my shit?
When I got fucked over.
You said when you got fucked over.
Yeah.
By who? What was the situation?
Look, I could go into this, like, but I'm just saying, like,
Give me the clip.
Did you just say you got bent over?
Fucked over? Yeah, fucked over. In terms of like, I was a board member.
Not the same thing.
I was a board member, like in like a corporate situation, and I literally was like, I could like crawl over this desk and fuck this nigga up. So, like,
did you just say you could crawl over the desk and fuck him?
Yeah, fuck this nigga up.
All right.
I need you to extend the word, Simon.
Please, I really tried.
Extend the word, Simon.
Stop being stupid. Like, come on. Like, we know what we're talking about. It's like, I was a white environmental situationist. So at the end of the day, I was in a board I was just like the only black dude in there. And obviously when I had an opinion, they were just like, you're just chatting some shit. And that fucking infuriated me. Although no one in my black community was backing me or understood what the fuck I was talking about. Like, I had an out of body experience where I was leaning over to the head of the board, and I was gonna rip his fucking head off. You get what I'm saying? But
that's better. That's better, Simon. I caught that one.
Right.
So Smitty, you're a Renaissance man, well-rounded, lived.
I try to be.
Where was the turning point? Describe to me the mental process when you elevated from perhaps a more violent nature to a transcendentalism, a rising above your old self.
Okay.
What was that like?
Okay. I'll still shoot you on both your kneecaps, right? But I've learned to basically contain more of how I react, right? I was placed in an environment for quite some time. So the turning point for me, believe it or not, I've spoken about this before. There are people who haven't seen me in about 10 years who would not know who the hell I am right now. Because I was the guy, like I said before, I had to literally train myself to say no. It was too nice. It's too damn nice. And all it got me was a day late, a dollar short, a minute behind, no one that I can look on. You know, I'm doing everything. I'm that guy. I'll give you my last. You know I'm in need. I don't even ask, and you just like, oh well, nigga, I don't know what to tell you. Like, so my point in saying what I'm saying is that the breaking point for me was when I finally went to prison. I was in a place where you couldn't be too nice. It literally was sink or swim, live or physically die. I had to truly like start making some like really crucial decisions. I had to really like straight up, dog. I had to pump my chest up, right? So my time in there actually was pretty sweet. I was all right. I ain't get fucked with. Nobody mess with me. All right. Primarily because I was intelligent. You know, you'd be surprised how in prison your value is up here. If you can read, write, and shit, you'd be surprised how many niggas can't read their court papers. You're of value because you can tell them what the hell that word means, like defer and things. So I was of value, plus I have talents, drawing, writing. So my point is, while in there, there's a lot of shit I saw. I saw a lot of people that wound up really like getting effed over. And I mean effed over to where like they're not here anymore. That was the first time I've seen actually, bodies drop. I don't want to get into that because I don't like talking about that shit. But it's the reason why I smoke so much. But my point is, the turning point for me to land it would be recognizing that, bruh, all your complaining, you're crying, bro, it's only a handful of people, if that gives two fucks about it. No one cares about what you going through. Bruh, I'm an amputee who was ran over by a train. You know why I never started a GoFundMe? Because in my head, I just didn't think anybody would support it. Plus, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like that shit. I just don't do that. But I think about it, I probably could have easily racked up. But I never did that. Never did it. Because in my head, nobody gives a shit about what you're going through. Someone's going to say, yeah, well, what about my story? So what I do is I recognize that I have to encourage me. I have to boost me. I have to tell me I'm this or that, because it's so rare, brother, get compliments. It's so rare you get that backing, that push you need, and sometimes it comes in such a small form, like just, hey man, I see you, keep on going. Just little shit, bro. I don't need you being no rally holding up signs. But I'm just saying, like, that's really where I saw it, bro. Like, you will experience enough. So right here, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, bro. I had to keep being too nice in situations and seeing how I got fucked over to realize, bro, it don't work. So at this point, you're fucking insane. You're doing insanity, because insanity is what we all know, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I changed my movements. I can tell you right now, honestly, I know I come off like an asshole sometimes. I come off this and that. You talk to anybody who know me outside of these panels, I'm probably one of the most chillest, most loving, most humorous fucking, like, for real, dog. Like, I'm basically a tree hugger. But I know out here in these spaces, I can't be that with you niggas, because then you'll get me twisted. Then I got to pop out of character. So now you see? So all it is, it's not even really a defense thing. It's just more so like it's a warning sign. Like, watch your steps when you come in this yard, dog. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Like a rattler. Okay.
No, I agree with him because, I agree with him because when I first heard on DD, for some reason I didn't like this nigga, and then again it was me. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear him out though. You know what I'm saying? Because I go through that myself, and where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a trucker now. Before, niggas was getting mad like, oh, you think you big now because you're making money, and I'm saying, oh, you really moving up because you're moving out the hood. You're not black anymore. I'm like, what? So it's just it's the niggas. They don't want you to have nothing, and plus they don't want niggas don't want you to come up, and I get that with Smitty. He's right. But that's what I say. That's why I gotta really listen to the brother. Don't just hate him because the way he sounds. Just listen to him. See where he's coming from first. You know what I'm saying? That's what I realized. Just
you said Smitty had to grow on you, bro.
Yes, Smitty had to grow on me. Now I'm cool with Smitty. I don't even know this brother, but it's just
I shoot you not, bro. That is truly my life story. I'm that nigga. I throw you off at first. You hear me, you around me, you see me enough, you're like, I am not cuss cool. He all right. Man, I've gotten that my entire life. These panels ain't nothing different, my G. Rock out.
Like I say, just give it time. After that, he grow on you. And you see where he's coming from. Like I said, you gotta come respect. See, I didn't disrespect you. You don't know me. You gotta come respect to get respect.
So, Chocolate, what was your experience as a woman? What did you have that? Did you have to toughen up, or did you have to relax and kind of back yourself down? Which spectrum were you coming from, and what was that like for you?
Just to clarify. Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, yeah, I've always had to be. I was about 11 years old when I was introduced into adult matters, understanding the world I thought I knew gone. So I empathize with anyone who has to go through that. I mean, of course, people make it tough on each other. That's what it is. You have to be, because you have to have discernment. For me as a woman, and being mainly in jobs that were male dominated, it was a lot different. But that never skewed my idea of what, I don't know, how do I put this? It never really, I've never had an issue with other people as far as like, oh, I hate this person, or I don't like this person. Like that I don't really, I give credit only when it's necessary. But where I was going with it, I apologize, was because I had to, as a kid, growing up, my father was a vet with mental health issues. So a lot of the things that my father should have been doing, I was doing. I was making sure my mom, my sister, my brother were taken care of. And I think that for me, why I'm always in these spaces, I have learned that there's not enough women like myself who have been providers, educators, mentors to siblings or their parents. There's a lot of us out here, and for me, the toughening up is, this is my life. I don't bring anybody in it unless they want to be there. If you want to be an asshole to me, that's you, not me. And like I said, I look at it the same way I told you earlier about dating. I meet a person, we may end up cool, we may not. Yes, I do have a tough exterior. However, there are parts of me that I always keep available so that I can be more than just a person carrying pain and hurt. That I also can be someone that can be relied upon, and we can talk and we can do friends, my man, family, it don't matter. So I think over the experience of being in charge so early in life, good leaders know how to follow. That's why usually the ones, the ones that really were here to try to make any kind of changes as far as being better human beings, we all struggle with it. So for me, I feel like the odd man out a lot in these spaces, because I've raised a whole family as a woman, but not in the traditional sense that's usually a man, a woman, kids. No, I didn't get that. I got you. I need you to take care of this, this, and this. I need you then to become this, this, and this. And that's what I did. And I did it for everybody. Yeah, I had to go through that as well, as Smitty was saying. I don't think I was too nice. I just think that it was who I was being nice to. I didn't pay attention to the red. I was ignoring those flags. So yeah, I mean, you know, I see the world, the perspective of the world a little bit harsher than most, I think. Yes, I'm a woman, no doubt. Best believe. But I didn't start wearing makeup until I was in my 30s. Not because I didn't think, I thought I needed it to be attractive or anything like that. It was just something I wanted to try. Plus, when I moved to Arizona, the tan changed me. I look like Fred Flintstone on my license. Because I've got like, it's like the tan is wrong. But anyway, as I land my plane.
So,
yeah.
First of all, I want to say peace to the brother Chicago Rilla.
Hello,
we
hello.
Appreciate you coming through. Showing love. He gifted a membership. I see it's locked in under your name, but I'll leave that up to Mr. Best to put that where you want that. But I definitely appreciate you coming through. Peace to my brother 100 Watts. All right, and we appreciate everybody for coming through. Please take a second, if you did bother to come through, bird watching or not, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to hear more. And we just brought up one brother, Mr. R. Payne. We're gonna touch our last topic, so I'll let you jump on that first. And after we touch this last topic, we're gonna say our final thoughts, and we're gonna get out of here. This is our first stream under my tutelage, and we're gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. But next time we're gonna make it real funky, but we're gonna keep it simple tonight. So we're gonna go on to the next clip.
Some people can see farther than others. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning says it can't or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can't be done. So their reasoning, their knowledge, and their logic, it clashes with their mentality, which is down here and I'm up there. So by me being so high, I can see more and see farther than you. And you're looking up at me saying, Ali, don't do it. Ali, please stop, make it hurt. But I'm at such a high level until I don't think like you. I'm not like you.
But you know why they say that. I mean, it's for the best possible reasons, though.
They fear and they are wary. It looks dangerous to them.
That's
but
right.
It's not really that dangerous to me.
So with that, I'm going to lead into, we're going to go around the panel from my brother R. Payne, but I'm going to touch on the last topic and open this one up. I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to feel like anything has me. I don't want to be addicted to any substance. I don't want to be addicted to a woman. I don't want to be addicted to nothing. And the last thing on my list of things to set straight, if you will, is and I had to co-sign with the brother Smitty. I started off too nice. You know, I had a loving spirit. I was born, you know what I mean, in love, and I shared love with my mother and so on and so forth. And then the world kind of like slowly pieced that away from me and showed me what it was going to require to survive. And I had to sacrifice a lot of those things. And, you know, as you age and go through experiences like the brother Simon was saying, you know, a lot of that stuff sticks with you and you can't get rid of it. And it kind of triggers you and you develop a persona, whether you feel it's your authentic self or not. It's what you use. It's the face that you show the world. And whether it's for a defense mechanism or not, it controls how the world sees you. It controls the rooms you get access to, the conversations you have, the people who are intimidated by you, who never have a conversation with you just because of how you hold your face. So all that said, I saw some things that I'd rather not see, and I saw a man almost beaten to death. And it was a situation where I felt powerless. And it took me to be in a powerless situation where bucking was not an option. And it forced me to sit inside of my anger. And I understood that the reason that I could not express any of that was because of the situation I put myself in, because of my anger. So at the end of the day, it was cyclical, and I needed to break that cycle. And I felt like somebody said, "Oh, you bitch ass nigga," or faggot ass. Like who you talk? And now I think I'm in control, but it's you pressing my button. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like that puppeteering effect. People try to get you off your square or out your box and expose you, because the person who is crafty with manipulation can use that and make you dump your own plate on the floor, fumble your own bag. And I'm not interested in living a lifestyle like that, because I have too many people that depend on me, because crashing out is not above me. And the same way 50 say, I'll throw this shit all away, I'm for that, but I don't want to do it for nothing. You don't get a bunch of redos at that. So if I crash out, it was for something. Our pain. We're talking about our last clip, which was basically the tipping point for you when you changed over in your character to either create a way to defend yourself or to back yourself out of a mental space where you feel like you have to defend everything all the time, and it becomes a stumbling block for you. Now, the last clip we just watched was Muhammad Ali. He was talking about what I also would like you to kind of lead into and address, and you can address the last topic if you like, but you can just go straight into that clip. What he's actually speaking on, someone told me at one of those rough points when I made that crossover, and he said, "You're an eagle nesting amongst chickens." And I think that's what he was describing in that clip, is two people in the same place, but not of the same makeup. Mm-hmm. So they can't even perceive what you're seeing. Your vision is so much further and so much longer than them. But if you listen to them, they will actually stifle your growth before instilling a fear that does not belong to you. Tell me your experience with those subjects.
Well, the first one, it's really funny. I don't know if I had that kind of awakening or I needed to. Somehow, going through my adolescence, through high school, through school, through college, I just think I was blessed. From living in Harlem to South Bronx to seeing my way through. But first, let me just say hello to everybody on the panel. I see Chicago Real out there, Smitty.
Hello.
Grace, Chocolate, Earth, and the rest of y'all, say hello to everybody. Listen, I try to think about my formative stuff, that I had turning points where I could have, I could have went one way or the other, and whether it really challenged me. I just think that part of my personality just kept me on the path towards where I wanted to go. I have friends who joined gangs in New York who went on trains and did graffiti. All that stuff I just never really wanted to do. I just didn't. I hung out with them during the day. We used to play board games when we were young. And I went to Catholic school. Most of my buddies and friends went to public school. That might have made a difference. I went through 1 through 12. A lot of them got left back. A lot of them dropped out, because we all lived on the same block. So I had a path towards college, path towards professionalism. And we lived in the same neighborhood. So somehow I just kind of drifted through making the right decisions. And that's just the grace of God. That's all I could say. That's the beginning. So I didn't have those formative things that said, shit, if I made this decision, or I was in this mix, or if I took that drug, or if I did this, my life would be different. I really never had those real crossroads. It's funny, I don't reflect on those kind of things. These damn panels on YouTube at my age has me reflecting on my youth and all my experiences, because I never really thought about those things until I started hearing other people talk like this in these close confines. So, I'm not special. I just, it's like, how some shit just bounces off of you and you just keep going this way? That was me. That was the last thing when you was talking about the kind of challenges you had. I'm not saying I didn't have like youthful kind of things, but I never went to a crossroads where I was in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I had to find my way out of it. I never really had that. As far as Muhammad Ali, what he was talking about, you can see that his illness is starting to take him. And he didn't, I don't think, just like most of us, I don't think of course he didn't. He couldn't realize his impact on the world based on his life until after it was over, right? We could reflect back on him that he was not just a great boxer, but when he said, I'm not going to Vietnam because those people never did nothing to me, while all the white people in America is calling the N-word, right? He said, well, I'm not fighting them. And they took some of the best years out of him. His only problem is he fought one or two many fights. And I think that hurt him. He fought just a little bit too long. And maybe those 3 years that he was banned from fighting, he might have quit earlier. So we might even still have him today if he didn't have to go through those extra fights. But he was in his own right a great man. And the time he was going through it, the things he was saying, the things he did, the stance he took, when you look back on it, it was courageous, and I think we could all reflect on that. And so I'm a big boxing fan because of Ali. It was nothing more thrilling than the Thriller in Manila. These guys almost killed each other out there. 115-degree heat. There was something else. So so that's all I had to say. I don't know if I hit all the topics. I'm just trying to be honest. Listen, I was just on another panel. I said I was going to go to bed, and Embrace the Grace has this thing going over. She's building this little network, So I just said, let me see what's happening. So I don't think I ever talked to you before, Victor. So good luck to you and how you grow your channel and grow your thing. So that would be cool. And and the reason why I came up because I heard the sister Chocolate Earth talking and all the stuff that she's doing. And I just hope that at some point, you'll get a chance to rest in your femininity. That's what I hope for you. Let me just land
thank you.
All right, you gonna smoke it up on his way. Nope. You right after Sweatbread. I want you to take notes. Take notes like Lola, and then you go ahead and you do whatever you want to do in this. Hey, so we're gonna keep going around the panel. We're gonna cut it down. Everybody try to say what you need to say in 3 minutes or less. Sweatbread.
Yes, understand what he's saying. I can read his life on my life. I'm a trucker. I'm going to different states. I'm in these new black spaces. And I myself, I'm just a nice guy. But there's these new blacks. You know what I'm saying? If I say what's up with you, what's up? But you can't say that to every state like Atlanta. You can't say that like that in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be scared. No, I'm a black man. I'm gonna do my thing, be respectful, and do my work and get out. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I just try to be me. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk hood, I don't talk slang. I just be me. I'm my own man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just going day by day. I'm just trying to live life. Why are we hating each other? Life is short. We should all just get along. You know what I'm saying? Life is short. You know what I'm saying? I don't have hate in my heart. You know what I'm saying? You might look at me as a, no heart, and this is stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just be smarter, try to love or like each other. But, I know the world we live in is harsh. Believe me, I see some crazy stuff like, Smitty said, I'm out here every day in the streets, in the community, delivering toilet paper and water, cereal. Niggas just don't like me for some reason. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But, it's the world we live in, you know what I'm saying? And again, just before I cut it off, I don't want no smoke, NOLA. I'm not using the YouTube streets, you know what I'm saying? It was all my ideas.
If you don't get a name right, bro, you already gonna have to smoke.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, it's all love and respect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, man, I'm a trucker. I'm out here every day. I'm living my life, bringing to community. You know what I'm saying? I meet a lot of different black people. You know what I'm saying? Different states. Philadelphia. Oh my goodness! I say, what's up? You can't be nice to them. What's up, nigga? You can't say good morning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be hard. You gotta come correct. It's just a lot of hate in Philadelphia and New York. I remember one time I got lost. Hey, sir, can you help me? Like, nigga, you get in your truck, get on. I'm like, man, it's really hard out there. Like, man, you gave me nice. Like, you gotta be rough. You gotta be tough. You know what I'm saying? And like, I experienced it. Like, don't let them override me. I just be me. I realized that in these streets. Like you said, you got to deal with YouTube streets. I deal with the real streets.
I can dig it. Chocolate, this is your opportunity to say anything you would like to say. After we come around this panel, we're going to be closing out. Salute to Mr. Best in the World. 84 is in the building. Saving the best for last.
Okay. All I want to say is
everything you want to say.
Oh, honey, it's gonna be real quick. I promise. All I wanted to say is I learned a lot tonight. I learned a lot tonight from you guys, and it's just I think it's necessary for people to talk about how they really feel. I mean, that's why they started AA. People like talking to other people, and we come to find out that we're really not as different as we say we are. So, yeah, I enjoyed the panel. Thanks for having me up. And I land on that.
Respect. I appreciate you coming up. All the sisters left you out here by yourself on the island with all these men to defend women. But you did a good job, sister, and we appreciate you. Smitty, what you on, brother?
What was the last thing? I never responded to it. I think I had a short response.
Let me run that clip back one more time.
Thank you.
Some people can see farther than others. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning says it can't or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can't be done. So their reasoning, their knowledge, and their logic, it clashes with their mentality, which is down here and I'm up there. So by me being so high, I can see more and see farther than you. And you're looking up at me saying, Ali, don't do it. Ali, please stop, make it hurt. But I'm at such a high level until I don't think like you. I'm not like you.
But you know why they say that. I mean, it's for the best possible reasons, though.
They fear and they are wary. It looks dangerous to them.
That's
but
right.
It's not really that dangerous to me.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. So to make this brief, I can go ahead cut loose. So you guys, anybody who's heard Smitty long enough now, been in these spaces for about a year and a half, close to 2 years. Anybody who's heard me long enough, you heard me continuously say Yeah, I said it and I stand on it. It's a reason behind that. That is psychological. That is because I know how easy it is to have 2, 3 people be like, huh? No, man, that sounds crazy. Then what do we see often? A person is bending. Now they're kind of going back on what it is that they know within themselves. Now, when it comes to something that's a fact, I'm not going to sit there and be loud, retarded, dumb, and wrong talking about some. No, man, 2 + 2 is 9, bruh. Like, and I'm standing on it. No, not when it comes to things that can easily be debunked. You know, no, not that. Things that I would consider to be your own inner conflict resolution, right? So however you decide to resolve any kind of conflict in your life, why? To maintain your peace. That in which it is and how you see things. Like if I see it fit that, nah, man, when my child acts up, I'm going to take her things and she's going to punish me. She can't go outside. I don't care if it's 3, 4, 5 people trying to tell me I shouldn't do that. Y'all can shut the fuck up and kick rocks with no shoes. Okay? Like, seriously. So to land it on that part, what I got from what he's saying is him being somewhere else. Like I'm all the way up here. I'm on this level here. He's on a plane by himself. He's in a lane by himself. You know, when you're operating in that type of mode, you cannot allow anybody to shake your foundation, whether it's religious or your own personal, growth within your life. Don't let nobody shake you, man. Nobody. That's why, I mean, from real life, I've had many situations where people will try to get me to back down on what. No, fuck that. No. I know I said that. Yeah, that's what I said, and it is what it is. If you disagree, that's a personal problem. And if you don't understand, I will. If you're respectful, I'll explain it. And if not, nigga, you figure out what I'm saying. I ain't got time for you. But don't nobody ever make me bend, buckle, or fold on what it is I know I stand for and what it is I know I believe in. And I'm just saying personally, that's what I got from that, with what he was saying, because everything he's talking about has everything to do with, you have to focus on, like, when you're purpose driven, you have tunnel vision. You don't have no windows and seeing everything all around inside you. You focus on that target and your trajectory. But with that being said, Vic, I also appreciate you having me up. This actually was a really, really dope conversation. Oh, and before I forget, last but not least, Sister Chocolate. Yeah, Vic kind of touched on a little bit. I genuinely want to give you your flowers. Again, I know you think Smitty try and fuck with you and shit, and I be on some, like, ignorant red pill shit and all that, which I don't claim. But I'm just saying,
No, I don't.
Like, just so you know, I'm the type of person, where I'm from, if I fuck with you, then I fucks with you. If I don't crack no jokes with you, if I don't talk to you for real, nothing, bro, I don't fucks with you. I don't mess with you. So if I crack some jokes, if I, get on you a little bit of something, sometimes that means I actually find you all right. But you know how men, we ain't gonna say it like that. That shit sounds too sentimental. So I got my own ways in which I do it in my little DMV way. You smell me now? But I fucks with you tough because you like Vic said, to land it, you was up here by yourself. Most women don't like that. And you can, you know how to take that heat. So I would say, you probably somebody who's been out there and been through some things. You've seen some things, and you probably seasoned in a vet as well. So salute to you.
I appreciate
and
it.
Keep doing that. Yeah, don't let nobody ever. Yeah, don't let nobody take your life.
Of course. Yeah, and I completely agree. That's why I said I learned a lot about you guys tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for a good conversation. And it goes back to what you said earlier, Smitty. If I feel like I'm going to be at minimum respected in the room, I'll stay. But when it comes to the shenanigans, then no, because I don't have to, right? Like, I'm not here to school nobody on that. But thank you. I appreciate y'all, for real.
Respect to you.
All right, and last but not least, the intellectual soapbox, aka my brother 84. What's going on tonight, brother?
What's up, y'all? What's going on? I got about if y'all want to rock for another 30 minutes, I'll give you another 30. I'll give you another 30 if you want it. If you want it. If you want the champ to give it 30 more minutes, I give it 30 more.
You know,
I
how
mean,
you
I
it's up
said
to y'all.
everything I gotta say, nigga. That's on
Yeah,
everybody else.
it's gonna round out. Just do your thing, and we gonna close out.
Y'all done? Y'all finished? We out? Yes, no?
Rock
I
out,
think
so
everybody
it might
say what they
extend
say.
depending on you might say something to kick an extra 5 minutes. You might say something, make everybody be like, I gotta
All
get
right.
the fuck out of here.
Let's
Hey,
We
go.
don't
that
know,
part.
so
I don't sleep,
That
so
part.
y'all good. I'm
You
up,
said you don't
but I'm
sleep?
out of
Wow,
here.
okay.
No, not. Yeah, horrible insomnia. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, Muhammad Ali, man, is one who is always a visionary, always just trying to inspire his people. So, anything that man says, I really take it into credence. Um, he's one of the few that I actually really pay attention to. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of people I pay attention to as far as like when they speak, especially now. But if you talk about leaders from back in the days, I pay attention to them a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they speaking from a place of sincerity. They speaking from a place of really caring about our people. You know what I'm saying? Now, all their methods were different. Some had methods that were more militant and maybe extremely violent, right? You know what I'm saying? And some had methods that were kind of a little more, chill, and maybe they can have a conversation with you, and maybe they were more diplomatic. And some were in between. Some would have a conversation with you, but if you got stupid, they would get busy. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be on off top. So, like I like their methods. I like all their methods because it was very, very straightforward, and it was very just focused on our people. You know what I'm saying? It was very focused on who we were, what we wanted to do, and what we was about. And I think that is what sits with me the most. I don't need no solo shot, man. But thank you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what sat with me the most, man. Like for real. And I appreciate the love with the solo shot. Thank you for the love. But yeah, man, and I think that's the type of people I like to be around. I like to be around people who are revolutionary, who are about liberation, who are cutting edge. You know what I mean? Who are trendsetters. I don't really like to be around people who just do everything that everybody else does. That kind of annoys me. It's kind of boring to me, and I really hate frivolous conversation, which is why you don't see me on a lot of panels. You know what I mean? I really hate frivolous conversation. I'll give you a salute. I'll show you love, but get me on a panel is very hard. It's very hard. If I see that it's mundane, then in my mind I'm like, yo, ain't somebody playing right now? Or you know what I mean? Don't I got something to do? Or can I go do something in the house? Or I gotta look this up business wise. Like there's always something else for me to do that actually consume my time that's worth it. If it's anything different, I'm telling you, I'm indifferent to it. You know what I mean? It's almost where you may think I'm rude, and I'm really not trying to be rude. It's just that I'm indifferent to just garbage. To me, it's garbage. So I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So please don't take it offensive. If you invite me to a panel, you invite me to a show. If I don't show up, or if I'm not really interested, that's really kind of why. You know what I mean? I just don't find the conversation interesting. You know what I mean? But if it's something insightful, or if it's something I can really build on or sink my teeth in, oh, I'm down. Oh, you gonna have to pull me out of there. You know what I mean? Like so, the sweat bread. No, that's why I'm on Bolo every Friday or every Saturday whenever Bolo come on, because I know with Bolo we gonna have some real talk. Like it may get a little hot and heavy, but it's gonna be real.
That's why I came over here to the barbecue over here.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I think it's great. Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead, Chucker.
No, I was just gonna say, I was like, I feel then hats off to that as well, because I feel like that. Like I feel honored. So you know what I mean? I just want you to know that. Because obviously, those things matter, like having good conversation and being of the opposite sex. That is very important, that we can vibe and do more than just point fingers at each other. So I think it's awesome. That's all.
Well,
I do think. Oh, go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. I want everybody to get your final thoughts in. So it's open panel right
I
now.
do think, and I agree with you, Chocolate, completely. I think when it comes to the man-woman conversation, it has to move forward. And salute to a married couple, marriage, politics, and sports. Salute, salute, salute. Good to see you in the building. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all for real, for real. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like I think it is necessary, but it has to be done in a way where it's actually making sense and it's actually solution based oriented. But when it comes to the point where it's like, oh, women are this and or men are that, and it's just no solution, and it's just people just just basically spewing and brewing. You know what I'm saying? Like just negativity. You know what I mean? Salute to Nisi. I see you in the building, Nisi. Thank you for the DM. I definitely trip later. But they just spewing. I can't take the spewing, man. I can't take the accounts of bitterness and anger. And I understand, like, okay, you may need a time to vent, but I just feel like you need to go to therapy for that. You know what I mean? Or go to a church or whoever, like, or your big brother or what. I don't know. Like, go find somebody. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's hotlines too that you can call for this stuff. Like, whatever you need to get off your chest, there is effective ways than you coming on the internet and crashing out. Like, seriously.
Anybody else have anything they want to say on the topic?
Yeah, listen, I came over here because I got familiar with Grace, Embrace the Grace over on BMU Network. And, so I see a lot of different people coming up here every so often. I guess that's part of the network that she's building over here, or you guys are in partnership with each other. I think it's a great idea, Yeah, so, I'm one of those kind of guys. I mean, I have my own channel, but I do mostly videos, that I use, and every so often I'll go on BMU's network and I'll have a live stream on his network as opposed to mine. But I'm retired, so I have fun with this thing. I got time, But one of the things I think we're trying to evolve into is solving issues. Like if you bring up stuff, before you get off, what is the potential solutions, right? I stay away from channels where it's just men bashing women, women bashing men. That when I first came up here, it was just too much of that. All right, so I'm one of those guys who firmly believe men and women belong together, right? Black men and women belong together, and we've gotten so far apart based on being susceptible to social programming and social engineering. We got to find a way to break that program and readjust. It might be too late for some of our generations, to tell you the truth, both men and women, but it's not over. I seen a video, and I'll land it here, where a lady, she's 31, and she asked the question, why am I still single? And she's sincere. I don't know whether she's sincere about it or not, right? But I'm assuming if she's sincere about it, that's a good content to have people come up and listen to what she says, because she gives her bona fides on where she's at in life, what she's accomplished, and what she's willing to do. She's talking about being married. She's talking about having children. And so she's childless right now. She's talking about the fact that she doesn't know how to cook, but she wants to learn for whatever it's worth. And she's got a lot of stuff going on, right? And I said, well, this would be nice to chop that up. And, and if you had a panel of folks saying, if somebody came to you and said, why am I not single? This is why I'm not married, or why am I still single? It'd be nice to kind of evaluate what we think her issue is. Like, for example, she has a neck tattoo. She has a nose ring, right? And she's very pretty, right? But you'll say, well, what kind of guys are you really attracting, right? Because you ain't really attracting a corporate guy, because he can't take you nowhere. Not with a neck tattoo. Does she know that? Is she self-aware about that? That kind of stuff. I'd rather have those kind of conversations. I wrote a couple of things on her channel, and she led with her bona fides. I got 2 cars that paid off and buying a house. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not sure whether you want a man or you trying to impress a woman.
Mm.
You know, that kind of stuff, right? Because mostly men,
Wow.
yeah, it's great that you have all those things, but that's not necessarily what we first want to hear from. I mean, if I had a wife who had all those things behind her, that's great. She'd be a great helpmeet, but I'm not necessarily asking her over dinner so she can give me her resume. Because, you know, my thing was, let me just throw in general. My thing would be, if I came to her and we sitting down over dinner, I said, well, you know, what's your credit score? She'd look at me like I was crazy. You know, so you don't necessarily have to offer that up. So, I mean, I think it was just interesting to see this lady asking, I got all these things going for me, but why am I still single? How come nobody's pressing me for marriage? And it could be that she's attracting the wrong guys and she might be intimidating some of them. But it could be that she's not preparing herself to attract the guys who might ask. So I mean, it's one of those kind of things. Be good conversation to have. I mean, I just threw that out there. I'm just talking.
So look, if you might think you're off topic, but believe it or not, that was the first question we asked, and it was, what do women believe that men value versus what do men actually value? So that was the initial conversation we opened with, and I would have loved to have gotten a few more ladies on the panel just to get a more varied opinion. However, I think the record is set that there is a big gap between what they believe men expect versus what we actually are truly concerned about, which would be things that would, no matter how good you look, no matter how on fleek your hair or your eyelashes may be, will disqualify you.
Right.
Because trust me, I've turned down some things I would love to look at. You understand what I'm saying?
So Victor, let me tell you, while you're talking, right? Let me just tell you the one difference. The one thing that makes it even worth talking about is because she asked the question. Right? That makes it, when she asked the question, if somebody's just trying to tell her, let me tell you about yourself, that's one thing.
Unsolicited, yeah.
But when she said, yeah, she asked the question, that means she could be open to hearing what you got to say.
For it, yeah.
That makes all the difference in the world. That's with everybody. That's not just men and women.
Nah, you said
when the student's ready, the teachers appear. So that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But could it be you know what I mean, OG, that she really don't know? Like, could it be that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it is, right? I'm not saying that it really is, but could it be that she doesn't know?
No, he's saying that, but he's saying that perhaps if someone had brought her that information without her requesting it, she may not be as receptive.
That's right. Since she's asking a question, and she might not, so she's asking a question. And you might assume that, God, you know, you're 31 years old, you should know a little bit. You should be a little bit self-aware that you shouldn't be walking around with a neck tattoo. Right? You know, and who, you know, I couldn't take you to my boss in a corporate setting with the damn thing. I mean, you could cover it up and stuff like that. But, you know, why did you put it there in the first place? You know, and that kind of stuff. I mean, so, you know, but I'm assuming that she's sincere. That's what I'm saying. That makes it a better conversation if she's sincere, you know, and even if she's not, but it's just a good question to kind of chop those kind of things up. And that's what makes these panels a little bit better than just us going, hey, it's you, it's me, you know. I mean, even if we were a little cynical, like, well, you should be a little bit more aware. She's got a nose ring in her ear, in her nose. Well, you know, I said, well, you're not an Aborigine, right? I mean, you're in America, you know. So it depends, you know, because you can get to certain levels of success being who you are.
I wore an earring in my nose.
No, sis. I just was getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say this. No. Let's don't get me wrong. You can get to certain levels just being who you are, but depending on where you want to go, you might have to self-reflect, right? If you want to really attract, just the one of the things I think women don't understand is that the kind of attention you get is somewhat based upon how people see you.
Reflect.
So if you get low vibration men, it's not just the men. It could be who you're attracting, and you might not be aware of that. And if you want a higher caliber, because if you're pretty, all kinds of men come after you. But what are they coming after you for? To smash? Or do any of them want to stick around? So a lot of women get that conflated, right? I have daughters. I have to tell them that. I said, just because somebody's liking your IG picture or something like that, you got 1,000 men in your DMs, that don't mean shit. Because you know why? Because there ain't nothing for women to get smashed. That's no Academy Award winning feat. If you halfway looking, you can give away the box. Nobody's gonna say no. 9 out of 10 men are not gonna say no. So that's not a feat. It's the guys who want to stick around afterwards. The guys who want you for who you are past what you can give them sexually. And sometimes women miss that because they crave attention more than sometimes sex. So that's their
Wait,
elixir.
what? We crave what before what? Wait, huh?
Attention.
No, I have to. Well,
I'm not saying all women. Not all women.
No,
I can't hear
you
you
don't
say
have
that.
to fix what you was. I just am speaking as a woman. If if I said something about men, wouldn't you speak on it? I just thought it was interesting that you said that we crave attention more than we crave sex, and it was just,
Maybe I overspoke there. But
no,
y'all crave
that's
attention.
fine. Yeah, I mean, but there's some women who, the attention and sex comes together.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all
Yeah,
I
but
said.
is it all? Yeah, so give me so I don't want to speak for women. I just kind of my
It's
reflection.
okay. I'm just
I
messing with
can't
you. I'm
speak for you,
sorry.
but you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, but you
I'm trying to
understand the difference
understand.
between sexual attention and attention where a man who might want you sexually, but he wants to keep you around. He wants to marry you. He wants to be in a romantic relationship. There's a difference.
Well, there's a difference as time passes, but the initial you don't know, right? Like whether or not his
You tell me.
intention.
You tell me.
I'm happy to tell you because
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You tell me.
That is so interesting because again, it goes to my theory of the peacock, right? Men started making clothes for women that had bright colors because they had studied men and noticed that that there's a different reaction. That's why red, yellow, white, I'm trying to think of the other, hot pink, these colors in women have been studied that men like looking at those particular colors. Now, is it all men? Of course not. However, you have to kind of, we don't know if y'all jerks until you do something. Because two men could be dating you, right? We're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. I'm going on a date with Johnny. I went on a date with Billy. Okay. So Johnny is doing he opens the door for me. We go have dinner. It's nice. He funny, respectful, not too handsy, blah, blah, blah. I go over and have a date with Billy. Billy is like, we gonna still do the same. It's the same thing. He's giving me a good time. We done went somewhere nice. He is, treating me as he feels I should be treated. Cool with that.
Right.
But I don't know that you're crazy until we get deeper into the relationship, right?
Well, let's go ahead.
And the reason I say that, and I don't mean like all men are crazy, but I'm saying the crazy that you will put up with. And then men have a hard time, even if they are in certain situations. Billy and whatever the other dude's name was, okay, I went out with both of them. I'm going to make a decision.
Right.
I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna keep seeing one or the other,
Right.
based on what they're showing me now. If the red flags ain't like right there, how do you know?
Well, you want to say something about me real quick? See, what you just described is the same thing for the dude. If I have two girls in my, but see, there's a difference, right? It depends on what both of us are looking for, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Intent can't be. You don't know intent out the gate. You just don't.
No, well, hold on for a second, right? I mean, that's everybody, okay? The intent is one thing. It's how the person actually is another thing, right? Because if you're with a man, you know what his intentions are. Whether he's a good man or a bad man, you do know what his intention is to get laid.
Line, that's where I have to push back, because as dating men, we're talking about dating them in a heterosexual relationship. That's a totally different. No, I understand what you're saying. What I'm talking about is that I don't know your intention, right?
From what?
Like,
you mean the outcome?
But you have to do something or act a particular way to start to show those characteristics. And the saying didn't come out of nowhere that people, men and women, I'm talking about heterosexual men and women in the dating place. We don't always show who we really are. More likely than not, you hear.
I'm not disputing that part, but the other brother wanted to say something. But I'm not disputing what you're saying.
Okay, I apologize. I go on with that. But
I agree with you. But when you say intent, that's where we get a minute. Because I can tell you.
Well, we shouldn't, because you can't tell me what Billy's intent is in comparison to the other guy. Hold on, wait a minute. Unless Billy told you, because you and him could have talked about it, but now he's doing something different. All I'm saying is
I think we're misinterpreting what we mean by intent. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
what you mean by intent is different than what I mean by intent. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't. Yeah. So what?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's where we're having a problem with. Because a man's intention, whether he's a good man or a bad man, with a woman, is to get laid. What kind of outcome after we do that is something different, right?
What about
one man might show his colors to just all he wants is the box, and another man might say, "Shit, man, I'm never gonna leave this woman for another day in my life."
Right.
You don't know that until afterwards. I agree with you.
That's all. Right. That's all I'm talking about. That's intent.
You know what we call that? You know what we call that, right? We call that post-nut clarity. That's what men call it. You know?
Yeah.
So
I don't think it work all the time, but yeah. Okay, I got you.
But that's all I wanted to say. We just mixed up on intent, but it doesn't work for women all the time. But it works for men.
Clear.
It works for men all the time. Every woman in a relationship with a man, she's not going to know whether he's going to stick around until after the deed is done. A lot of women don't realize that, but a lot of times.
So I gotta have sex with you for you to decide whether or not you're gonna be.
Listen to me. You don't have to do anything. Get me straight. I'm saying that every relationship that you get into with a man, one of the things that women don't understand is that there's going to become a point where you have to graduate from what's just holding hands and passing flowers to each other. And a woman never knows if a guy's going to stay around. I don't give a shit how long you wait, how much time you smooch and all that kind of stuff. But you never know whether that guy's going to stick around until after that deed is done.
But that's what I mean. You just described intent. That's what you're telling me.
I hear what you're saying. I call it something different because I'm telling you, every man who's interested in a woman, his intent is to get laid. It's not necessarily to stick around. That's a different.
Okay. Y'all are officially out of time. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead.
We got chocolate. Thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna continue this in a part 2, and I'll make sure when we come back across this topic that I invite both of you back up, and y'all feel free. This is probably gonna be a weekly thing. So look for me next Friday, and it's generally we'll bring some topics, but it's gonna be open panel. So you come up and discuss whatever. If it's something you want to rediscuss or address somebody up here that you wanted to address something with, respectfully, we definitely can revisit any of these topics. Sweatbread, I'll give you one minute.
I should be there. Okay.
I'll give you 1 minute to make your final thoughts, and we're gonna close out, bro.
I'm done. Go next man up.
Yeah, like I said, I went to Louisiana and I've seen Mississippi. I see women all the time. You know, what I'm saying, do I want to help them? Yeah, of course. But if I'm going to invest in them, and I don't want to waste my investment because I put all my money in you and my emotion, and then you go against with Billy, then I'm gonna be upset because I didn't work my butt off trying to stay alive, trying to keep hope alive, and then you go to Billy. So it's a waste of my money. Then I'm mad because the next girl's gonna do the same thing. So it's like I put my trust in you, but then again, you go and do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of a good man, and I'm saying it's so many women out here, so many. Yes, I could be with them, but I'd rather choose one because I'm investing in one. I never invest in no side chick because that's a waste of money. I ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep afloat. I'm trying to keep alive because I am somebody. But I just need one woman. Can you be that one woman to be my partner, build with me, and to live, to the end of life? I'm scared because you might go against Billy. That's just me for the good guy.
And that is a double-edged sword. So I'm gonna close with this. The brother Smitty said something important. He said there's some things that he's just not willing to bend. He's got core principles, and I think as a man, I can't speak for a woman, but that is something that you must have. That stability that they're talking about isn't always financial. And a man that has a core set of principles, even if it offends them, and they don't like the fact that certain things that you just don't stand for, they'll respect you for standing in it if that's where you say where you live at. You feel me? But the second they see you move, then they question your whole program. However, what you can't be is rigid or stubborn. You have to evolve. And evolution is a much more gradual process than a revolution. And I think your core principles has to be a gradual evolution, or it will completely destabilize you as a person. But you have to be open to some degree to make adjustments as you see fit, using your logic and your reasoning and your experience. If you notice, right there at the bottom of the screen, it says Victor Free Music, right? Now you can see it as my name, it still says Victor Free. I have Free because I got to change a lot of different things that still say Free because this is a recent change. However, I adopted that moniker way back in middle school. You know what I'm saying? And it carried over apparently and clearly into my adulthood. And I put that there so, it means something significant to me. And I'm not going to get all the way into that, but the whole point was it was to remind me and the people who call my name, like, yo, cold-hearted, he don't care, he ice, you understand? But I recently decided I was going to remove that ZE, and now I'm Victor Free. You understand what I'm saying? Because that I was locked in that block of ice. You understand what I'm saying? It protected me to a degree, but it didn't allow me any emotion. I was stuck in that position. So that said, everybody should be looking for things that can help them evolve in a fashion that they see fit, and that will be beneficial towards their overall outcome. Ladies, we are putting it out here. The men on the panel have spoken. The men in my private life have spoken, and I'm sure there are men in your private life who have told you we don't need all of those extras. We good. So understand that this is an open invitation for you to be yourself authentically, your natural self. And if you're bound by those things, work on a way to help your self-esteem and to begin to separate yourself from the crowd. Smitty said it earlier, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result is insanity. So if you running somebody's broken playbook, it's not even your playbook. What do you expect to get? So all of that said, the brother Muhammad Ali was speaking on the principle of vision and not being trapped by other people's vision. And I think that's what this episode was about. And I think that's where I want to land it. Use your vision. Don't be short-sighted. Don't be stuck in your ways. Evolve. This is the Kickback. Appreciate everybody for coming. Salute to the panel. Make sure y'all support these brothers. Check out their channel. You got a YouTube channel, R-Pain?
Yeah, you got it right there, R-Pain. MPS, Marriage, Politics, and Sports, 1241. Right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be on what I talked about with the young lady. I'll be doing a live on Black Man Unfiltered Network at 7 o'clock on Monday.
Bet that. Yeah. Now, Sweat Bread, you got a channel?
No, I just like to come up to the panel because you know me, a lot of brothers out here in the streets. You know, I see the streets every day, and I can tell you what I see out here in these different states. And I like to come up there and give my 2 cents and say, hey, this is what I see. And, because you don't see black men on here and talk to each other. Out here in the streets, we hate each other. This is what I'm just saying. What up for me? But no, I like to come to a panel, especially like around black, people like you do. I'm seeing a lot of black support. I want to be around that because, man, I swear, in my life, where I be around, you don't have that. It's all in competition with each other. So that's why I'm here to say, hey, this is what I see in the real world, daily basis.
Hey, peace and love to everybody in the chat, everybody that came through. Peace to everybody who participated, panelists and all. Shout out to the chat. We love y'all. And with that, we are out.
Yeah.